Hey everyone, and welcome back to another deep dive into weather. Happy Wednesday. Let's go ahead and get started. So pretty similar headlines. Let me scoot over just a bit. Still got a pleasant start to September. There's going to be a late week warming. We've got some storms coming in for tomorrow. So I'll show you all of that. First, let's take a look at our Scott Stadium camera. Lots of sunshine right now. I can see some clouds in the distance, but other than that, beautiful skies for today. Plenty of sunshine for you to enjoy. Head outdoors and enjoy this gorgeous day. It is a little bit warmer than what we had yesterday. Currently, temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s, lower 80s. We've got 79 in Charlottesville, 82 in Orange, 80 in Culpeper, 76 in Madison. Our high for today is 82. Now look at your national temperatures, kind of floating around in the upper 70s, low to mid 80s. Got a upper 80s in Miami there, but 79 in Washington, 69 in Chicago, 80 in Atlanta. And as you can see, a good the northeastern part of the United States is still below average. A good portion of the west and some parts further south are actually above average, and we're about to join them. So we're still a little bit below our average of 85 for today. Tomorrow we're actually reaching it, exceeding it just a bit. We're reaching it, and then as we go into later this week and your weekend, we're going to be exceeding it. So if you plan to enjoy this beautiful day for today, just keep in mind the UV index is at a 6, which is moderately high. Could take as little as 20 minutes to burn, something to keep in mind. Nothing too substantial. Here's a look at your dew points. So they're going to start to rise as we see the front come through. They're already starting to rise just a bit. We've got southerly flow that's coming from the south, which is warmer, obviously near the equator, bringing in more moisture as well. So with that, our dew points are increasing, and so are our temperatures as well. That's playing a role in it. But we're still pleasant. So once we hit around 60 to 65 with the dew points, that's when you start to feel it. I'll show you your dew point trend in just a bit, but as of today, you don't have to worry about the humidity still. So definitely still enjoying that. Here's a look at your planner for the rest of your day around 1 p.m., which is current. We're at 118 right now. So right now we're at 79 degrees, but relatively close to that 80-degree mark. 5 p.m. 79, 10 p.m. 66, and clear. Look at your radar. You can see the clouds kind of filtering in from the south. You can see that southerly flow. There is some rain and a good bit of cloudiness further south of us, but we're experiencing the dry weather for today. But we do have two fronts on the way, a double whammy, not just one, but two. One's going to hit us on Thursday, bringing in those showers and storms, and then one is going to be hitting us on Saturday with the shower and storm chances. So something to be mindful of. Make sure you grab your umbrella for those days. However, you know, we had a bit of a dry period, so we're definitely hoping for some more. We're hoping for that rain. You know, we're thankful for it to help us out, help our plants out especially. However, what we're going to see on Thursday and Saturday is actually more isolated in nature. Both days have around 30–40% chance of coverage, so not everyone is going to see the rain, and we're not seeing any rain in the forecast besides those 2 days for a good bit, so something to be mindful of. But I'll show you what we're expecting for your day tomorrow. Here's a look. Oh, first of all, let me talk about the severe weather risk for tomorrow. So right now it's at a marginal, that's a level 1 out of 5. So we could see an isolated severe thunderstorm. And the highest concern with that is going to be damaging wind gusts. Okay, so that's what we could see for tomorrow. And the amount of rainfall, it's pretty moderate conditions, widespread. Looks to be less than ½ an inch of rain as we head into Sunday. So here's a look at your planner for tomorrow. Let me skip that because that is not accurate there. The next big thing, let's talk about that. So we've been having a slightly warmer day for today. The temperatures are going to continue to increase as we head into later this week. So I have it somewhere between summer and fall. So we've got 85 degrees for tomorrow, almost 90 degrees on Friday. As we go into Saturday, 88 degrees. So upper 80s, huge temperature drop between Saturday and Sunday. What's causing that is the second cold front. So we've got the first cold front coming in on Thursday. That's bringing those showers and storms. But But as we go into Saturday, it's stronger. And what I mean by that is it's actually going to change the air. That second one is going to push that cold air in, which is going to cause temperatures to drop significantly, 10 degrees cooler. Difference between those 2 days, 24-hour difference. And then we're going to feel a little bit more like fall as we head into next week, with temperatures remaining in the mid to upper 70s. Here's a look at your dew point trend. I'll click on that for you. So as I mentioned, dew points do also increase as we have those fronts coming in. They're a little bit higher today. And as we go into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we've got the mid to upper 60s. That's when you can start to feel it a little bit. It'll feel a little bit more sticky out there, a little bit more uncomfortable, but nothing too oppressive. Once we reach the 70s, that's when we start to feel a bit oppressive, especially if we have higher temperatures. And here's a look at your next 7 days. So as I mentioned, we've got those showers and storms for Thursday, Saturday, and then we've got that cool down going into Sunday. I'll let you look at that for just a minute, and then I'm going to talk about the Atlantic. Okay, so of course it's hurricane season, and it's September, which is peak for that, so we're monitoring this very closely, Atlantic Ocean, and we do have a tropical wave out there that has a 70% chance of development. This is where it's currently located. The trajectory is further west, so that's kind of where it's headed towards the islands, Leeward Islands, things like that. We're continuing to monitor this. It does have a high probability of development, so we're expecting this to develop into Gabrielle, which is the next named storm. But we're going to continue to see how this progresses as it makes its way further in the Atlantic. And then something else I want to talk about, which is not going to really influence us, but since this is a deep dive into weather, if you're interested, you know, why not? So there is not going to affect our area, but right now we do have a hurricane in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so that's further south and west. And there it is on your radar right there. This is Hurricane Lorena. And so this is going to impact the United States, but as a low pressure system. So it's currently going through Mexico as a hurricane. And then once it reaches Arizona, New Mexico, it's going to be a low, but it's not expected to reach that until Sunday. So right now, Lorena is 80-mile, Category 1, 80 miles per hour for the wind speed. That's the path that currently is expected to take. So just something that we're looking at, and just in case you know anyone that's going to be, that lives in Arizona or New Mexico, just something to maybe give them a heads up about. But that is all I have for you for today. Let me go back to our 7 days so you can take a look at that. But yeah, just thanks so much for joining me on another deep dive into weather on this Wednesday. Enjoy this beautiful day for today before I know it's going to get a little bit warm. I'm excited for that. But if you like the cooler temperatures, make sure to head outdoors now and enjoy them while you can. But it does cool down again, so that's always good news. And thanks. If you have any suggestions for me, definitely send me an email for this stream, anything you'd like to see different, and I'll make sure to take that into consideration. So thanks so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.